White flag is raised, and they're off. Straight in the lead goes Pride of the Arctic, showing the way to Tofino Bay, and also prominent is the Dig Out as they come now to make the approach to the first fence, with Pride of the Arctic just in the lead from Tofino Bay. On the outside is Tusa Era. These are being followed on the inside by the Dig Out and then Back in Focus. And these are being tracked by the Westerner Boy right across the stands now to the first of the ditches. Pride of the Arctic from Tofino Bay. Tusa Era is landed in third place, being followed by Back in Focus. And then towards the inside is the Dig Out, being tracked by Westerner Boy, Lyrene Legend. Just behind them is Kutamundra, and on the outside of Kutamundra is Janari. On the run down now towards fence number 3, and settling down now, Pride of the Arctic leads. Tofino Bay is second. In third place is Tursera. Back in Focus is fourth, and then comes the Dig Out, tracked by the Westerner Boy with Janari next, alongside Lyrene Legend, Kutamundra, Mount Ben Bulben with Texas Jack. And Iop Charlie is the back marker as they go now to the second of the ditches, and Pride of the Arctic and Andrew Lee take them along. In second place is Tofino Bay and Barry Garrity. Tusa Era and Back in Focus are followed on the inside by the Dig Out, and then comes the Westerner Boy with alongside. On the outside is Janari with Lyrene Legend, Kutamundra, Texas Jack, Mount Ben Bulben and Iop Charlie. On they come now to the fence before they'll come across to the turn into the straight. All safely over as Pride of the Arctic continues in front of Tofino Bay. Disputing third, Back in Focus with Tusa Era. On the inside then is the Dig Out. Just in behind Lyrene Legend, the Westerner Boy and Janari. Texas Jack next. The final three, Kutamundra, Mount Ben Bulben and Iop Charlie. On they come now to the fence. That'll be the last next time in the Topaz Novice Chase as Pride of the Arctic continues in the lead. In second place, Tofino Bay, followed by Back in Focus, the Dig Out on the inside. The stand side is Tusa Era, Lyrene Legend and Kutamundra with the Westerner Boy and Janari, being followed by Texas Jack, Mount Ben Bulben and Iop Charlie. Up they come now in front of the stands, just less than 2 miles ahead of them, and Pride of the Arctic leads for Andrew Lee. Tofino Bay in second, Barry Garrity. Tusa Era, David Cross. Back in Focus, Ruby Walsh. On the inside, the Dig Out, Davy Russell. Then Janari, Tony McCoy. The Westerner Boy, Mark Walsh. Lyrene Legend, Brian Cooper. Texas Jack, Paul Carberry. Kutamundra, Robbie Moore and Mount Ben Bulben. Davy Condon, Iop Charlie, Andrew Lynch. Away from the stands they go now, up to the next fence, which will bring them towards the halfway point. 10 left to jump. Pride of the Arctic in the lead from Tofino Bay. Tusa Era, the Dig Out on the inside. Back in Focus. Mount Ben Bulben almost went there, and Davy Condon had to sit tight. He's lost his irons, but he's got next fence coming up now, and is in trouble towards the inside, and they jump the next fence over in front, and Mount Ben Bulben has been pulled up and taken out of the race. And the leader is Pride of the Arctic. Tofino Bay is second. They're being followed by Tusa Era up on the outside for third. In fourth place, Back in Focus. The Dig Out on the inside is fifth, and then Janari and Lyrene Legend, the Westerner Boy, and followed by Texas Jack. And just after Texas Jack then comes Kutamundra and Iop Charlie. So the field covered by 10 lengths, 10 furlongs to go. First fence into the back straight they go, and Pride of the Arctic almost joined now by Tofino Bay. In third place is Tusa Era. In fourth place then towards the inside comes on the inside the Dig Out, and lost one there at that fence. It was the faller appeared to be Janari. So they're heading on now towards the next, and it's Pride of the Arctic and Tofino Bay. Tusa Era is third. The Dig Out, and the Dig Out a mistake there as Back in Focus moves into fourth place, and Tony McCoy has walked away towards the ambulance. Right across the stands now, and it is Pride of the Arctic and Tofino Bay. Tusa Era in third. In fourth is Back in Focus. The Dig Out, Texas Jack, a big jump up on the inside, makes headway. They're being followed by Lyrene Legend, the Westerner Boy, and Kutamundra and Iop Charlie, just the back marker, a tightly grouped field, go now to the next. And it's still Pride of the Arctic right up there in the lead. Texas Jack has now made ground on the inside of Tofino Bay. Lyrene Legend on the outside, back in focus. Right in between them is the Dig Out, and as they race now to jump this one, it's Pride of the Arctic, Texas Jack, Tofino Bay back in focus, making ground on the outside. The Dig Out just in behind. Lyrene Legend, Eye Up Charlie and Cootamundra. The Westerner boy's been pulled up. Now they go to the last of the ditches. This will be 3 from home as they approach it now, and there's little to choose between Pride of the Arctic and lost one there, Lyrene Legend, down at that, and racing now across to the second last. Pride of the Arctic, Texas Jack back in focus on the outside. Then comes the Dig Out. Eye Up Charlie's making steady ground. Cootamundra just behind them, and over the second last, Texas Jack, and in between them, Pride of the Arctic. Eye Up Charlie is coming there on the outside of back in focus. The quartet followed by Cootamundra. Now they race to the home turn. Texas Jack back in focus in the centre, and on the outside, Eye Up Charlie and Andrew Lynch coming there strongly. Off the turn now for the final fence. Back in focus in the centre on the near side is Stable Companion. Eye Up Charlie, and on the inside, Texas Jack coming out of the final fence now in the Topaz Novice. And Eye Up Charlie and Andrew Lynch over in front. Back in focus, second Texas Jack, third, well clear of the others as they race inside the last 150 yards. Eye Up Charlie back in focus, trying hard to rally now on the near side. They got 100 yards to go. Eye Up Charlie back in focus, closing with every stride, running to the line. Back in focus on the near side for Ruby Walsh. Beats Stable Companion, Eye Up Charlie in a thriller. Texas Jack third, and then Tofino Bay, Cootamundra. The Dig Out is next.